Devil May Cry is a series which is all about a half-demon named Dante who hunts demons as an occupation. Throughout it, there's just been that, demons, and the closest we've seen to angels are just demons that look like angels. So I had a curious itch to scratch. What if angels existed in Devil May Cry? Angels being in the series would affect and change tons of things, down to even the core concepts of Devil May Cry as a series. The characters I imagined would be noticeably different. Angels being in the series could possibly mean that, like, Dante becomes a Nephilim, which is a hybrid of a demon and an angel. His devil trigger would probably be called something like a Nephilim trigger, or maybe he would have separate, forms, like an angel trigger or a devil trigger, or maybe he'd still be only, half a demon, or whatever. Some of what I said could also apply to Virgil as well, but with maybe him being a Nephilim, he seeks the power of his demon side, which he deems as more powerful and more necessary than his, angel side. Maybe in Devil May Cry 5, instead of V being a human, he's actually an angel instead. The characters of Lady and Trish would say the same, as I don't think there's much to be explored in this hypothetical version of Devil May Cry. Lucia and Nero, however, I feel different. Lucia in the canon is a mannequin, basically an artificial demon. Maybe in this hypothetical version of Devil May Cry, she's like a Nephilim instead. Nero would also be a Nephilim as well if Virgil and Dante are both ones. Or maybe the woman Virgil, did to do with would be an angel, making Nero a Nephilim despite Virgil being just only a demon. Though I don't think it would change his arc at all, to be honest. The story would kind of change a bit more in my opinion. The Order of the Sword would probably be worshipping angels instead of Sparta, or worship them besides Sparta. Maybe even have angels be in the Order of the Sword. There definitely would be angels attacking Sparta, mistaking him for being like the rest of the demons, which would make him living with Eva and raising his twins difficult. Maybe the angels would look down upon the twins for being half demons or Nephilim. Maybe be on some Mundus type shit. When Mundus was torturing Virgil, he was like, "It's sad that Sparta slept with a human woman and you are happy with me, don't like you." Bro ended up getting clapped by Dante later in the series. That's sad. The gameplay, I imagine? I think it wouldn't change that much. In fact, it probably would have had a lot more options, or some of the weapons just angel themed. There possibly could have been 2 triggers for Virgil and Nero, and Dante would, have 3 by this point. And we probably would have had angel arms, as strange as that sounds. Maybe even angel bosses or devil breakers with angel abilities, abilities that originate from angels or whatever. Angels in Devil May Cry would, from my point of view, have a limited effect on the series. We probably would have barely seen them at all, and maybe we'd probably get a new character that is an angel, or even a spin-off game, as weird as that sounds. After all, I made this video with staying very strict to Devil May Cry's characters, stories, and even the game itself, which is why angels in Devil May Cry would make the series at least, mildly different, to put it.